Unlocking the mystery. Changing question structures to statement structures. Hello, language learners. Today, we're going to dive into the fascinating world of English grammar, specifically in the context of reported speech. Our focus will be on the process of changing question structures to statement structures when we report modal verbs like may, might, and must. This is an essential skill that will make your English conversations sound much more natural and fluent, so let's get started. Before we jump into transforming question structures, we need to understand the basics of modal verbs. Modal verbs, which include may, might, and must, are used to express a variety of ideas such as possibility, probability, obligation, and permission. For example, may I come in? Is a polite way to ask for permission, while you must do your homework signifies an obligation. Now that we've covered what modal verbs are, let's delve into reporting modal verbs in questions. When we want to tell someone about a question that was asked in the past, we typically transform it into a statement. For instance, if the original question was, "May I use your phone?" When we report this question, it could become, "He asked if he could use my phone." Please note that may becomes could, and the sentence is no longer a question but a statement. We also add if or whether after the reporting verb to introduce the reported question. The key to changing question structures to statement structures is understanding the structure of reported questions. Unlike direct questions, reported questions follow the structure of a typical statement. In other words, the subject comes before the verb. Consider this direct question: might she come to the party? When reporting this question, it would be transformed into, he wondered whether she might come to the party. Lastly, let's tackle how to report questions with the modal verb must. The modal verb must typically conveys necessity or obligation. When we report a question with must, we usually switch must to had to. For instance, the direct question, "Must I wear a tie?" could be reported as, he asked if he had to wear a tie. And that's a wrap. You've just learned how to transform questions with modal verbs into reported speech. Keep in mind the structure change and the adjustments we make to modal verbs when we report them. This might seem challenging at first, but with practice, it will become second nature. Remember, mastering a language is a journey, so take your time and enjoy the process. Until next time, keep practicing and happy learning.